Welcome to Montu Mag presents Power and Motion, where we cover the people and moments that create movement throughout the culture. Today we are here with Hard Body, Rodreko Jennings. How you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling good. How about you?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. My name is Emory Forbes. I appreciate you coming out here being our first guest. So let's start off, man. So you are part of the super welterweight division of the WBA with a record of 2-1, with your two wins coming by way of knockout. How did you end up getting into boxing? When did this start?
Um, so I ended up getting into boxing because I was always getting into fights growing up. I was always fighting, and then I don't know. I wanted to do something to change my life. I was always athletic, and I was always getting into fights. And when I got locked up, and I did a little bit of time in the hole, and I wanted to change my life for real. So I was trying to come up with something to do to change my life. But I was real athletic. You feel me? I didn't want to feel like it was too late and just like I guess go work a regular job or something. I wanted to actually give myself an honest chance to do something, So I was like, all right. I started thinking about what sports I was gonna play. And I played football, ran track. I played every sport. I played basketball, but I knew it was too late for all of that because I had a background, and you know how it go when you got a background. Man, so it's like, yeah. So I was like, first I wanted to do MMA. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be a MMA fighter. I'm gonna do MMA because I was good at fighting, and yeah. So basically, when I was in the hole, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna start training myself be a fighter for real. I mean, I was already a fighter, but I had it in my head that that was what I was gonna do. I was like, I'm gonna compete. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna compete to see how far I can go with it.
So what was the moment where where it hits you? Like, I gotta do something different. Like, what triggered that?
What triggered that was when I was in a hole and I felt like the world was forgetting about me, my family was forgetting about me. Like I basically felt like just left behind by everybody. I ain't even think nobody even cared about me. Just it just fueled me to want to be something great and like just do something different. It just made me want to do something, show people that I could be something in life. It made me determined to be something.
Okay, so you're 29 right now, right?
Yeah.
When did Um, at what age did you start being amateur, professional type of lifestyle?
I started fighting in the amateurs when I was, I believe, 27. Yeah, I believe I was 27 when I started fighting in amateurs. I got out of prison when I was 24 and I started training then, but it was like I was trying to balance life out and still learn myself in a free world while trying to pursue a career. So it was hard to focus on one thing, focus on just competing and boxing or even MMA. It was hard because I had this plan in my head that I was gonna get out and be this great fighter, but nobody ever tell you about the little bumps in the road, the up and down. Nobody tell you you gotta feed yourself, you gotta put gas in your car, you gotta get a car, you gotta make money every day. I had to learn how to survive on my own. I don't got a big support system. I don't got a big family to where like some people is more fortunate than others. Some people get a little bit more help than others. So I didn't have that. It was only me for real. I mean, I had a couple people that was helping me, but it wasn't like it. I still had to learn myself and learn how to maneuver through the free world and survive. When I got out, I was trying to box. I was in the gym, but then, well, I was trying to do MMA, but the MMA didn't work. The training ended up being too expensive. So that's when I decided that I was going to start boxing because I was training in MMA for a while. And then I was like, yeah, no, I can't afford this. I'm fresh. I ain't even been out of prison a whole month. And it was
That's
just
right.
yeah, so it was just expensive. And so I was like, I went to box, start training in boxing. And yeah, I was in and out the gym at first. Like still, like I said, trying to figure myself out, going through life. Like life be life, and sometimes you go through the ups and downs. So I was in and out the gym, and then yeah, went through a couple trials and tribulations. Bounced back no matter what. Though I always found myself back in the gym, no matter what I was going through. Whether I was homeless at the time, whether I was going through car problems, whether I was bro, I always found myself back in the gym, back in the boxing gym. Like at some point, if I took some time off, boom, I don't know where I'm somehow back in the boxing gym. Like through whatever. I just always kept that in my head. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna do it.
You sound determined. Hey,
Yeah,
29, a lot of people start falling into oh, I just got to get a right of the job. I got to be able to, you know, sustain myself, and I'm happy there.
yeah.
What is the reason that you're able to continue your dreams?
I the reason why I'm able to continue my dreams and I believe that is because everything I've been through in life, like I've been through a lot of stuff in life that would have broke. I believed it would have broke 95% of people in this world. It would have crushed them. They wouldn't have been able to get through what I got through. And I feel like I'm blessed. And God gave me the vision to pursue it. So I'm gonna do something with it. I'm healthy. Like I just I feel like I can do it. I wholeheartedly feel like I can do it. I can get it done.
I mean, you're proving it so far. So you had three fights, and two of them ended with first round knockouts.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so that's power has to be legit, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely legit.
The last fight went the distance. What were you thinking as you were going and actually having to go from round one to round two to round three to round four?
All right, so my fight that went the distance, I could have beat that dude that I fought. I feel like 1 and 2. I feel like if anything, it should have been a draw. The first, not 1 and 2, but 1 and 4 was my round. And when I was in there, I was thinking like in the second and third round, I knew I wasn't working enough, but I didn't feel like I was in danger. I was just see my problem was my conditioning. I wasn't working on conditioning because I was still going through stuff in life. At like I still have like while I was fighting, I was still going through stuff. Like I'm grown, you feel me? So I still gotta get out here and take. I'm not all the way established in the boxing world right now to where I can be able to just completely give everything. I just got to the point to where I can really like lock all the way in and focus up. You feel me? Like just being able to go on my runs that I need to run, being able to be in the gym as much as I need to be and everything. Like I was going through a lot. I was going through a lot. Like I was going through a moving transition. I was going through family situations. I had another incident happen. It was just a lot at the time. But I ain't making no excuses, but the real is the real. I was going through a lot. And one thing about this sport, you gotta be mentally there in order to go out there and compete. Because that person training just as hard as you is, if not harder. So I wasn't mentally ready. I was going through a lot of stuff and I wasn't doing what I need to do. I didn't prepare properly.
Okay. Damn. Give me two ways I can go about this. So I want to know more about the preparation process, but I also want to know more about uh family and what that is to you. I know you're coming to Baltimore by way of Kansas. Is your family more from Kansas or are they more in Baltimore?
So majority of my family is in Kansas City, Missouri, but
Oh,
I do have family here in Baltimore, which is the family that I moved here with is the family that's here. I moved here with them, but then I end up getting locked up and going to prison. And when I came back home, it was like everybody was like just doing their own thing by the time I got back. They was their own people. You know, when I went away, they was young and we was all still close family, all in the same house, you know, like but then it's like when I came back, everybody was just like just grown and just doing their own thing. So it was just like, dang, like,
yeah, that leads back to your point where you said you felt like life was, keep going while
yeah,
and was keep going while you were still here. Um,
yeah.
okay, now that we learned a little bit more about that, I also want to know more about how you approach each fight. So I'm a battle rapper.
Mhm.
It's a different sport, but the object is to beat your opponent. And some of us, we think that we're just so great, we can come in there, not much training, just do what we do and bring our skills, and that's it. And some of us are more students of the game. They're going to study our opponents, see what their weaknesses are, see how we can maneuver, find angles. How do you approach it whenever you get in the opponent?
Well, me personally, I don't underestimate nobody. You feel me? I take every opponent, everybody. I look at everybody as a threat, you know, because that man is training too. Nobody want to get knocked out. Nobody want to get punched. Nobody want to get hurt. You feel me? So I take everybody as a threat. You know, I don't take nobody lightly. Like just I was just going through some stuff mentally, you know. I don't walk into no fight. I don't walk into no fight, no sparring, no nothing. Just like, oh, I'm ready to just go run over this dude. I'm ready to just go do this, that, and the third. I don't do that. So I take everybody serious. I take everybody like I'm coming to fight, you know, like I'm coming to to hurt you like you coming to hurt me.
Sure. You got a upcoming match coming up August 15th. You don't have a person yet. That's like 3 weeks away. That's how long y'all typically get to train for your opponent, or is it normally longer, shorter?
Nah, actually we usually know by now, but I don't know what's going on with that whole situation. I should be have I know for sure I'm gonna have an opponent. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they got me an opponent. I just haven't got the contract yet. Or I haven't looked at
Uh,
yeah.
okay, so contracts, opponents. This is not just about two men standing in a ring. This is also a business. And one thing I know about business, it also comes with politics.
Yeah.
You're 3 fights in. Do you feel like those things are starting to affect you, the business, the politics of boxing?
Yeah, I feel like the business and the politics is it's always gonna affect everybody. You feel me? Especially in this sport. I feel like it's always gonna play a part, you know. But me personally, I don't let nothing affect me. I just keep going and if something don't work for me, I'll find another way. You know, I put the footwork in if I got to. So I mean it's always good to have a team and have people help you out. You know, that's all that it's always good to have that because it make things easier and it make it easier for you to just focus on what you need to focus on, which is whoever's standing across the ring from you. But if it come to that to where I can't, then I'll find another way and do what I gotta do.
Absolutely. I love that. Also, with business, when people see something that's profitable, they tend to be a part of it, even if they ain't really for them. How are you feeling about some of these legend matches and celebrity matches and content creator matches? Do you feel like that's boxing?
I mean, honestly, I look at it. It's a few different ways I look at it. For one, the the first thing I'm gonna say about it, I felt like it's disrespectful to the sport, to the people that like you know, it's people that died in the ring, that risked their life, like and a lot of us we train relentlessly. We come home, bodies aching, headaches. everything. You know, we dedicate and sacrifice our time to this, and like we give our life to this, you know, and really believe that we can make it out with this. And for all of that to happen and people to just be able to come into something that you've been giving your life to, giving all your time to sacrifice to, and be able to just outdo you just because of they name or something, I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to the sport, and they take away from the realness behind it, the sincerity behind it, you know. And then the other way I look at it is it's like, shit, you just gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. It's just what it is. That's just what the world is. That's just what it come to. You know, at the end of the day, it's business. It's a business. So
Yeah, I can't be mad at somebody making
yeah, yeah, nah,
million for nothing.
yeah. So like I said, that's the other way I had to look at it. Was like, shit, it's business. You know, it just is what it is. Because I mean, if you was in that situation, if I was in a situation, I would take advantage of it if I could too. So you can't be mad at the next person for doing, or whoever it is that's doing whatever it is they need to do for the business to keep going. It just is what it is.
Okay. So you spent time in Missouri, Kansas City. You spent time in Baltimore. Do you feel like you fit the profile of a Baltimore type of boxer? And who do you compare yourself to?
So as far as that, like, so I never when I was back home in Missouri, I ain't really I ain't really get into the boxing scene for real. I did a little bit of like I played other sports like football, basketball, I ran track, but I was young when I was there. I was a kid when I was there. I've been here more like as a teenager and as an adult. I've been in Baltimore, so it's basically like I don't really know much. I I know back there, but I don't really know it like I know here. You get what I'm saying? Like it's different.
Mhm.
So I don't. I as far, like what kind of fighter do I feel like I am? I just feel like I'm my own type. I got my own aura. You feel me? Like I don't feel like I'm a Baltimore fighter or a Kansas City fighter. I just feel like I'm a hard body. You know, I'm me.
Like that. Gotta be yourself. Well,
Yeah,
hard body has only had one loss. And this hard body, when I had that rematch, or is he looking
yeah.
for the next opponent?
Well, that is a goal is to get the rematch if he'll take the rematch. Cause yeah, but I don't.
You're a tough out, right?
Uh,
So he'd already skated by. He'd probably
yeah,
already skated by. I don't want to do that again.
yeah. He know he was he skated by. He know he barely made it out of there.
That's good. That's good. I like that. Before we head out, I want to play a little game. It's called This or That. You are the first person to play this game with Montu Magazine. So let's get to it. Speed or power?
Oh man, that's a hard one. But I'm gonna have to go with power.
Power over speed.
Yeah, a lot of people
Mm,
would have picked
mm,
speed over power, but the reason why I picked power over speed is because the way I see it, oh, I can break it down, right? Like if we play this or that, and if I pick something, I can break it down.
mm. You got it.
All right. So the reason why I would pick power over speed is the way I look at it is like, all right, if you got speed, some people say speed is power. That is true in certain scenarios because it's a different type of speed and it's a different type of power. But if we just talking about raw speed and raw power, I'm gonna pick power because you can touch me at you could touch me you could touch me 10 times, right? And for each of those 10 times, if I'm only touching you 5 times for every 10 times that you touching me, yeah, we got X amount of time to go or X amount of time until the fight is over. But if I'm touching you enough and I get that good shot, then you done. You feel me? You still gotta make it for this long. You still gotta make it the distance. You gotta make it all of this time. But if I'm breaking you down and breaking you down and breaking you down, and then I'll catch you, then you done. It ain't going to the judges. I don't like leaving nothing in the judges' hands. You know, that's why I'm like,
I like that. Yeah, get it done, get it over with. All right,
yeah,
offense or defense?
I'm gonna pick offense because I'm a pressure fighter.
Brawler.
Yeah,
You a brawler, boy.
I got the offense because offense. If you got good offense, offense is defense. How can you allow your opponent to get something off if you applying straight pressure?
Rage or strategy?
Rage or strategy?
Mm.
I'm gonna go with strategy on that one. Strategy, cause yeah, strategy.
I like it. Now, would you rather have love or respect?
Would I rather have love or respect? I'd rather respect over love, cause people can love you and still hurt you. People can love you and still disrespect you. And when you being disrespected for me personally, me being disrespected, it do something to me. It do something to me inside. But somebody not loving me, it's like, all right, okay, you don't love me.
Respect that.
Yeah, but you gonna respect me though.
Gotcha.
You don't gotta love me. That's cool. It's whatever. You know what I mean? But just respect me though. Just give me my respect and we good. So yeah, I'll pick
And last one, admiration or money? Admiration, you want them to admire you for your work, or do you want them? You just want to get paid when you leave that ring.
man, I just want the chicken. I just want the money. I ain't give me the money. I mean, the fame come with it because that's just is entertainment. But if I had to pick, like, admire my skills and admire me as a person and in this life, remember me. Nah, I just want to have a good life. Give me the money and let me go ahead. That's it.
Yeah, last.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Hardbody, you are here today. Last thing I want to know is where will you be in 5 years from now?
In 5 years from now, I will be somewhere, not somewhere. I will be in my house with my wife and my kids, chilling, probably watching a show, or it depends on the time of the day, but I'm gonna be somewhere with my wife and my family and training and driving a nice car, living in a nice house, and just minding my own business and doing my own thing.
Simple man with a simple play.
But man, with a simple, yeah.
Well, thank you for being a part of Montu Magazine presents Power and Motion. I hope you enjoyed yourself, enjoyed your time. Where can the fans find you? Where can they follow you?
So you can find me on Instagram. I'm Hard Body Rod, and mainly I promote everything on Instagram, which is Hard Body Rod, and then on TikTok I'm Heavy Rod, but I'm pretty sure if you type up Hard Body, it'll still pop up.
Yeah, all right. And that next fight is going to be on what card and where can we get tickets to that?
August 15th is my next fight in Waldorf, Maryland, and you can get tickets if you DM me on Instagram. Just hit me up and DM me, or hit me on TikTok, and I'll bring you a ticket, deliver you a ticket, and yeah, there you go.
That's a bet. Thank you for your time. Thank y'all. We'll see you later, man.
I appreciate y'all for having me. Y'all have a blessed one.